Alright guys, so we're supposed to get temperatures into the 80s next week, which is insane that we went from freezing cold to super hot. So I figure it's time to get the irrigation system started up. Now, this is one of those things that, again, it's easy. You can actually do this. Alright, so the first step is to put your sprinklers on at the box. Hey, we might be getting rain. But make sure your kids are following you so that way you can get them wet. No, but here we go. Oh, I need the key. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see. So right now it's off. We're gonna put it on manual station, and we're gonna pick the farthest station away from the farthest zone from this system, and we're just gonna turn it on. And this, now I've seen different people, this was winterized by the guys who installed it and they left it like this, so I'm curious why, because usually you see them done halfway. But I've never had issues with them, and they leave it this way, which is on. So we'll leave that there, and then we're gonna go inside the house and turn the water on. Alright, so we're in the basement. The water main's here. We're gonna slowly turn this on just a little bit. We're not gonna crank it up. And the reason you're doing that is you don't want too much pressure going all at once. So I'll just go. Okay, so I hear some water's going, and then we're gonna go outside. Alright, so you can see this is leaking out here. This is normal. It's just because the pressure is not high enough to seal that up, so I gotta turn a little bit more. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more. Alright, that sounds a little bit better. Alright, so you see the pressure is higher, so this is sealed up. Let's go over. You can hear a hissing. Right here. So there's a sprinkler head down there. That's the air getting out. There we go. They're all starting to pop up. See again the air out. Alright, so now that I got that going, what I'm going to do is turn it off. I'm going to go to test all stations. We're going to test them all for 2 minutes. So same thing's going to happen. I think it's down at the end. Oh, one over there. I think this one's the end of the line. Or maybe it's the beginning. We'll see. There it comes. So now they're not popping up all the way right away because I didn't do it full pressure. I'm trying to get the air out without damaging it before I put it full pressure. So there's the water coming out, so it's somewhere over here. The grass is so thick over it, it's keeping it down, but it'll come up eventually. Alright, the next ones are on. Alright, so we can see this one is going to need to be moved. We'll put it right on there. All right, next zone's going on. Oh boy, you're stuck. Run! It goes back in the ground.
Oh shit! Why does it go up and down?
Because the water's pushing it up and down. So we don't trip on them when they're not on. Alright, so I've run all the zones at, I would say, halfway point just to get the air out. Now it's time to put a full pressure, run it again, and then I like to just go through and see if there's any that need to be moved. I kind of missed these ones because I was on the side yard, so we'll do it again. Alright, time to go full throttle. There we go. It's actually much quieter now. Let's run it for another 2 minutes, start it up again. Now we're gonna check, make sure they're all working. So you can see this one in the corner popped up once it's full pressure. Oh, look at that. We got a rhizome right on top of it. Those are all looking good. Try not to get the camera wet, and what you can do is just twist them back and forth to make sure the coverage is right. Ew, I got the camera all wet. So you want them to overlap a little bit, but not a lot, because you don't want to be watering all of the road, but the wind will change the directions a bit, so you want it to overlap a little bit, so if it's off a little bit. All right. See the drifting going on. This is why you want to water early morning, because the wind is usually the least in the early morning. I don't know why, but... And you know what? My wife isn't home, so she's not here to say, hey, stop going in it with your winter coats, but we'll throw them in the dryer. Then we got another one behind there. I might just plug those up. Not really sure. That one is watering the blueberry bushes, which is helpful. All right, so the backyard, we've changed quite a bit. You can see that's under that chair, so I should probably move that again right there. That one's okay. That one's okay, but we got one. Ooh. This one should probably be moved. It's in the middle of the garden bed. So we'll be doing another move. I think I'm gonna move it here, or I might move it there and face it this way. Not quite sure yet.
I just got it right in the face.
Are you wet?
Yeah.
Why are you wet? It's not raining, it's sunny out.
I got straight in the sprinklers.
So there you go, guys. That's how I start up, test, and check out my sprinkler system. Take notes. I'm gonna show you, I did do a video of moving a sprinkler head in the past. I'll be doing an updated one. I like to redo the videos every year because I learn more and you guys ask more questions, so it's, you know, I can do a better video next year. So we'll get to that soon, and there you go. It's pretty easy. I mean, even if one of these were damaged, I guess can't really show you, but they basically screw into the tube underground, so you just dig it up and screw in a new one. It's not hard at all, and I'll show you when I'm moving it. You'll see just how easy it is. So there you go. Hey buddy, did you get wet?
Yeah.
How'd you get wet? Are you Superman?
No.
What are you? I get wet. Are you Superman?
No.
What are you?
SpongeBob.
Alright guys, so you got to test it and it's time to set it up. Now I recommend doing the tuna can test and running your sprinkler for an hour and seeing how far up the tuna can it got full. If it's the full can, then that's an inch and you're good to go. Otherwise, you're going to need to adjust and just see how long it takes to fill it up. So mine took an hour, so it's pretty easy to do. So what you do is you go to station run times. Now I'm going to set my program to program A, because I only really need one. And I set each station to half an hour. Now you're going to say, well, you said it takes an hour to do a full inch. Yes, that's true. But I run each zone twice. And the reason I do that is it's kind of like a soak in, I forget what they call it. But basically, it gets the water in, it gives it time to soak in, and then it runs it again. So when I go to start times, the first one is at 4 a.m. and the second one is at 6 a.m. and I'm good to go. And then third is off, off, off. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the full inch, but it's in 2 half-hour times. And then I will go over here, and you can see it's set to Tuesday. I'm gonna actually set it to Thursday, and we'll turn it on. Well, that was interesting. A little alert light turned on because it sees that it's set off, all of them. But when I turn it on, the light doesn't blink. I never knew that. Anyway, so this will water 1 inch once a week, and I'm good to go. And then I put it on auto run. You can see the rain sensor is disabled because we have water restrictions, so it doesn't matter if it rained or not, it's going to water and it's going to do a full inch once a week. And that's just how I do it. If you have a smarter controller, then it can, check weather reports and all that stuff and do the perfect amount. But I don't have that, so I just set it once a week to do 1 inch. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. It's what makes this really enjoyable and fun, making all these videos. And be sure to check out the ones below. Have a great day. Bye.